It's Malara Green, and you're watching the Superwoman Project. Please enjoy this next episode. So, who are you?
Who am I? I'm everything that God says that I am. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed when I'm coming. I'm blessed when I go. God has just been doing a new thing in me, and I'm beginning to see Him the way that He sees me. So the way that He sees me is who I am.
Ooh, so what you're saying is His grace runs after you.
It does. It's chasing after me.
Oh my God! Listen, what we're not about to do is make this a whole sermon. But what I will say is, you said something so profound. You realize He's doing something new in you.
Right.
And sometimes we missed when He does the new because we're looking for something else, or we want it to look differently.
Right.
So how did you know that now is your new season?
Well, there was a preparation season or a pruning season prior to, the reveal. So I went through pruning, and then my year of revelation where He started to say, okay, well, you're mature enough for me to begin to unpack you. Because I had questions that I needed answers to about why I felt stuck in my life, not because of my age, but because I knew that there was more, and I just felt like it was untapped territory. Mm-hmm. And He said that He would give us nations, so I want my nations. So what's going to get me closer to my nations? And once He started to unpack me, I got to the point where I was starting to do the inner work. And once I began to do the inner work and go in partnership with God, that's when He started to reveal, like, okay, so you're where I want you to be. And so now it's just making sure that I'm not operating in my own strength, that He gives me the conviction when I am, when I am not, I'm going off of course. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't take me as long to get the picture when it comes to, what God is doing for me in this season.
So what is it that you do that helps you fulfill the purpose that He gave you?
Well, I am a God-inspired photographer and videographer, and I say that because I never had an interest, and I never went to school. It was just something that God gave me in the midst of my pain. I had gained weight, I lost myself, and I didn't want to do content creation anymore, and He said that He would put me behind the camera. I didn't know anything about the camera, but with God's grace and my yes, He was able to do through me what He needed to do through me, and that helped me to impact other people, help them to grow their businesses, help them to grow their brands, and really just give me the opportunity to sow into other people.
Why is that sowing so important to you?
I believe that God gave me the heart of a servant. My goal in life is to serve. I love to help people, and I think that once God gave me the revelation of my motive not being self-serving, right? In the sense of we want more followers, we want more engagement, we want money, we want all these things, but it's like we were created to be influential and to draw people closer to God. And so as I grow and as I develop, fruit comes. And people, I wanted to be the tree that was planted that bear fruit. And if I bear fruit and people see the fruit, that's not tangible things, but spiritually, to go from this dark place to now become the light. And if I can be the light, which the word says that we are the salt of the earth, we're supposed to light it up. And if we light up the earth, then those called people God will bring to me. And I can minister through them the way that God ministered to me.
Wow. For that person that don't feel like they're enough, to have someone build their brand, to have someone capture their life, what would you tell them?
I would tell them what the mantra that God gave me. We create the life, not the content. And so we're consumed in this environment that is solely on social media and the web. And so it's like you can't be afraid to be different. You can't be afraid for God to be a lot. You can't be afraid for God to do something that will give you similar results, but gives you a totally different journey and a different process. And sometimes when things look different, we clam up, we operate in fear, and we don't move forward. And what I would tell someone is that the most successful people are the ones who continue to do the things that look like they weren't going to work.
Man, Well, you're definitely a superwoman, and I'm so glad that you stepped out on faith. I'm glad for your yes, because there's so many other people out here that's been telling God no. So I hope that they're inspired to tell him yes, even in the midst of fear, even with the unknown and not knowing what to do, and that they learn from your life and how you put him first in everything that you do. So you are a superwoman. I'm grateful for you. Y'all, she's one of the videographers of this thing, so I want to shout you out for that. But just thank you so much for just your heart and your passion for people.
Thank you. And thank you.
Yes.